It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Atlanta Falcons. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
On the set. Check smash. Check pink. Check.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Now this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And London motioning left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Okay.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Going play action. Ritter. He finds his man. Complete. That's Alvarado. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Here's Allen. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Second and 10. Hurts. And he comes back with one complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Hurts changing up the play. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Back to the running game with Swift. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Throwing is Hurts. Being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. They go play action with Hurts. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready, break.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, set. Blue strikers. Claws, 10. Ready.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Back to throw, Ritter. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us.
Let's go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Ready.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
On play action, here's Ritter. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Nakobe Dean. The Falcons at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
So the completion gets them just a yard, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Ritter will set up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. And his pass incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer, just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now, here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2. Once again, it's Swift. Powerful running. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second and 8 coming from the 19. From the gun, here's Swift. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
Strike. Set.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Set. Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready.
Ritter from the gun. Eagle pressure, too much Hurts this time. Down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Returnable now for Allen. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3.
But first down, Hurts. Fighting through pressure. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Airing it out deep for Smith. That's caught inside the 20. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
First down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
The man in motion is Brown. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
First down, and they go with Swift again. He'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Out to the left there and complete to the top. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Buying time to his left. Man open left side is Brown. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So they say he went out of bounds, came back in, then touched the football.
Can't be the first guy to touch it when you come back in bounds. That's why the penalty goes against him. Have to know where you are on the field.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On second down, Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Hurts. That is caught. He's got a first and maybe more. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 73 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott on for the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams group, when they run out there, they still feel it. And maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there. Blocked the extra point. And really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
Room here to run.
53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Strike. Check. Strike. Smash. Smash. Fight. 60. Check.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
10 cycles. Cut.
They'll run here with Algier.
Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. He's still in search of his first rushing touchdown of the year, but not on that play.
I just wonder if he has some frustration starting to build a little bit because he hasn't gotten into the end zone. Has to just stay calm, stay within himself, just let it happen.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Falcons!
Falcons have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this third quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Philly. 67 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Throwing is Hurts. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Eagles have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Ready, set.
From the 23, here's the second down and 6.
Ready.
Back to throw, Ritter. Over the middle, caught by London. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now we'll pause for an injured player. And that's wide receiver Drake London who's shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ritter to throw it. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Bootlegging out here, Ritter.
They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Let's go now.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter.
Flush to his right. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Algier on the option.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Black Ultra.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Desmond Ritter,
his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
This has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
A big play there for Philly. 43 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Here's Hurts to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So a big, big kick coming down for Jake Elliott. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Elliott is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Okay,
They'll
ready?
come up 1st and 10 here. Ritter looks to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. And a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Green Jack.
Now Ritter. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter. Into the hands of Cooper. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Fight, 97. Ready?
Here's Ritter.
protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Ritter. Setting up the screen. Here's Algier.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. This is to Pitts on the quick slant.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Two important parts to that play. One, you get a first down, obviously. Charles, two, you managed to get out of bounds.
Love the way you dissected that, but he threw it in the middle of the field. So they picked up the first down, but he had to work his way to the sideline to stop the clock. What a great effort.
Here's 1st down. Back to throw. Ritter.
Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Throwing now is Ritter. That's thrown underneath to Algier.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session.
Here's 1st and goal.
Seal, black. Black shot.
A final shot now for Ritter.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.